name is Tejas Naik and I will be giving a presentation on assembly language program in 8085 microprocessor to find the largest number in an array. I will be explaining the algorithm using a flowchart and we will try the implementation using the GNU 8085 simulator. So let's get started. So what we have at our hand is an array of dimension n, and we need to find the largest element in the array. So the algorithm which we could think of is that first we will start with the first element and compare it with the second element, and we can store the maximum out of the two elements in some register, and then we will iterate through all the elements comparing the value with the register, and if we come across an element in the array which is greater than the one which is stored in the register, then we will change the value in the register with that of the maximum value of the both elements. So for our purpose, this register I have used as the B register B. So at first we will store the first element of the array. Then in order to access the elements of the array, we will be using the HL register pair. Now the HL register pair holds a 16-bit address of the memory that points at the memory, and our array is stored in the memory. So suppose, for example, if we have 10 elements, then I can store the array in, say, from memory 1001 to 1010, so that each of these addresses hold the individual memory individual array elements. Now we will use the HL pair, register pair, as a pointer so that we could navigate through this array elements, and we would be using a register C which we will be storing as a counter. So when we navigate, when we iterate through all the elements, this counter C would basically tell us how many more elements are yet to be iterated over. So at first we will start with C with the counter storing the size of the array. Then the HL memory, we will point it towards the first element of the array, and we would move that element to our register B. Now that we have incorporated the first element, we would decrement our counter by 1, and then we would move on to our next element by incrementing the HL register pair. So now our memory will be pointing towards our memory will be containing the second array element, and what we'll do is we would now move that second array element to the accumulator. Now once it is moved to the accumulator, we will compare the content in the accumulator with that of the register B. So if the register B value is greater than that element, then we need not perform any operation. But if it is less than the content in the accumulator, it means that the content in the accumulator is higher than that of the register B. We need to change the content of register B to that of this new element. So now when we have done this for the second element, we would decrement the counter by one more, and so after that we have a conditional statement here, c equal to 0. Now when will this be reached? This will be reached when we have exhausted all the elements in the array. So at first we saw that we started with the first element, then we decremented by 1. Then we compared it with the second element and we again decremented by 1. So now what we need to do is we need to move our HL pointer to the next element, right? So we will go on decrementing the C counter, and C would only become 0 when all the elements are been covered, that is the array has been exhausted, and at that point the register B would be containing the maximum value in the array, and we would end the algorithm. So unless C is not equal to 0, so for the condition when C is equal to 0 is false, unless when C is not equal to 0, we would be looping over, we would use this loop so that we would get access to the next element in the array, and so that this loop would be applicable, we would increment the HL pointer. So this is basically the gist of the algorithm which we will be following. Now for the practical implementation, I have written a code in the GNU simulator. So here we can see that in the right hand side we have the memory. So the addresses are here and the data stored in the memory is written here. So what I have added is that I have taken an array of dimension 6. So the address 1000, the memory address 1000 holds the number of elements in the array, which I have taken as 6, and the memory from 1001 to 1006 is our array. So here we can see that 23, 55, 71, 18 to 43 and 2 are our array elements. So what we would be expecting is that when we run this algorithm, we should get to know that the maximum element is 243. Okay, so when we start the algorithm, we will use the LXI command. So LXI command will tell us that we are not referring to the register H, but instead the register pair HL, and we would store the data 1000H, so that the memory now would be pointing at 1000. So now the memory would be containing the data 6, which is the number of elements, now which we would need to move to our counter C. So the next command would be to move that content from the memory to our counter C. Now we would increment the HL pair by 1 so that we could access the first element in the array, which would be 23, and that element we would move to our register B. Now that we have accessed the first element, we would decrement the counter by 1, and for accessing the second element, we would increment the counter by 1. We would increment the HL pair by 1 so that we could access the second array element, which is 55 here. So once that is accessed, we would move the content to accumulator so that we could compare it with the content in register B. So now that we have moved the second element to the register A, the accumulator, now we will compare the accumulator content with that of the register B. So if the accumulator content is greater than the content in B, then we need to move that content to register B, right? So we would use a conditional statement that jump to skip if there is a carry. So the carry would be true only when B is greater than A. So when there is no need to change the content in B, that is B is greater than the content in accumulator, then we would use this jump carry, and if the content in accumulator is greater, then we would then this line would execute the line 22, and if the content in B is greater, then it would skip to the line 23. So once that is done, now that second element has been addressed, so we would decrement the counter by again 1, and now we would loop this until all the elements are being addressed. So we would use JNZ, that is jump not 0, and unless we encounter a 0 in the C register, we would be looping so that all the elements are being addressed. So the loop is considered here. This is the loop basically, so that we increment over the register pair, the HL register pair, so that we could access new. So every time the loop runs, a new array element is been stored in the accumulator, and it is compared to the previous maximum which is held by the B register. Okay, so when this algorithm is run, we can see that the register here are updated. So at the start of the algorithm, all the registers are initiated at zeros. Now when this algorithm is run, we know that the B register would be holding the maximum value, the largest value in the register. So we can see that the BC pair here, so this is for the C and this is for B. So B is holding F3, and now this is in hexadecimal. So if we convert it into decimal, we would see that it would be 243, which is what we had expected at first. So this works correctly as per our expectations, and finding the smallest number would also be trivial from this, because now just the only difference in here would be that for the smallest this condition will be swapped. So when B is greater than A, then we need to change the content of B. So the only change we would need to make for the smallest to catch the smallest number in the array would be, instead of jump, carry, skip, we would have J and C skip. So it would skip to this step only when jump, no carry. So this is the algorithm. Thank you.